When you're hunting a job, you're hunting for more than just work. You're hunting for your place in the world of work, a particular job in which you can make best use of your interests, special abilities, and training. You'll want to go about your job hunt in much the way that Phil is going about his. Phil knows what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I want. Someday I'm going to have my own shop. Records, radio service, television. Yes, sir, that's for me. But I need experience. Repairing radios at home is a good hobby. But I need selling experience. And bookkeeping, too. Right now, I need a job along one of those lines. Let's see, have I checked all of these opportunities? Nothing here today, but I'll keep checking back. State Employment Service. They said to call back. Maybe see them tomorrow. About time to try at school again. Mr. Doyle said something in my line might open up. I might check the Trade Association. They often have leads. Now, what about the one ads? I circled some opportunities there. Oh, yes. Radio repairman. Apply Saturday. I'll do that. And this one for a bookkeeper. Write details. Takes a good letter to get an answer. Say, I wonder if I have any answers in the morning mail. Better get home and find out. There are some letters. And a note from Mother. Uncle Fred called. He says the Dalbert Radio Company is hiring this week. Thinks they need assemblers. Well, that's not a bad bet. Better see them. Telephone first and make an appointment. I don't know, what's this letter? Thank you for your letter of application. I am sorry that we have nothing for you at present, but I would be glad to have you keep in touch with us. Nothing for you. Maybe my letter wasn't good enough. It's a contact, though. I better follow it up later. I suppose this one from Edwards Radio Company will be the same story. Will you please appear for an interview at 9:30 a.m. on July 15th? Tomorrow morning. Well, that's all right. I am impressed by your ambition and the careful plans you have made to achieve it. You appear to have the personal qualities we want. Say, my letters must have been all right.
Yes, Phil wrote a good letter of application, brief and direct, yet giving the important details about himself, his education, his experience, some references, and a closing phrase that invites action. That kind of letter is more likely to get results, to find opportunities for you to follow up.
That makes 2 good opportunities I've dug up. But are 2 opportunities enough? Maybe I should check through my possibilities for leads again. I've registered at the school placement office and talked over my future with Mr. Doyle. I've checked the one ads. Lots of leads there. I've watched in interviews for suggestions about other openings. Mother's phoned our friends and relatives for me. Agencies, public and private employment agencies. Trade associations, labor unions, businessmen's associations. They're good for leads, too. I can't afford to overlook any possibilities. But now I have an interview at Edwards tomorrow morning. And I'd better telephone to make the Dalbert interview in the afternoon. Oh, meant to buy a new condenser today. We'll get it tomorrow, after I land that job.
A job interview can be easy or hard. This one with Mr. Edwards starts badly because Phil isn't sure what's going to happen or what he should do. Should he sit down or wait until he's invited? What should he do with his hat? And the questions, what should he say? How should he answer? Since he is not prepared for the questions, he makes a bad impression, and so does his application. The writing is poor, messy, and he has left off the addresses of his references. He didn't remember them. A poor excuse, and Phil knows it, just as he knows now that this interview is a failure.
Let you know if there's an opening. I'll never hear from them again. Who's this fella? Bet he's going after the same job. He'll get it, too. Somebody will get it. There's plenty of competition for every good job. Oh, well, there's still the interview with Delbert. Wonder if it's worth the trouble to follow it up. Why should I stand any better chance there? Radio shop. I'll never have one. Can't even get a job. Might as well get that condenser, though. Look at that lucky guy. All he has to do is make sales. What a snap. Or is it? Guess he has to convince people at that. Has to know his goods and what they'll do for the customer. Show their best features. Come to think of it, that's what I have to do to get a job. I have to sell myself. But how? Act interested. Know what you're selling. Be ready for questions. Boy, that's the way to sell things. Yes, sir, that's the way to sell myself for a job. There now. That application is written neatly and carefully. This time it's complete. Those addresses are there and right. My membership in a radio club is mentioned, so they'll know I like to do the work. Starting rate expected. I've thought that through, too. Now the signature, and I'll be ready for the interview.
Ready for the interview. Phil is ready to sell himself on the basis of what he can do for the employer. He has planned in advance. He knows what to do.
Oh, not yet, Mr. Hoover, but I'm going to build one as soon as I save enough money.
Good. Then we'll be able to talk together evenings.
So you see, a small detail can make a difference. Now Phil has a chance to show that he knows something about radio, something about the job he wants. So after a few more questions...
I think that's all I need to know. Do you have any questions?
Well, you've answered most of them, but... Well, I'd like to know whether later on I might have an opportunity to transfer to the office department. I want some experience in bookkeeping, too.
Yes, that can be done if there's a vacancy for which you qualify.
I see. Oh, could I think it over and let you know, say, by 5 o'clock tomorrow?
That's fine. There's a place for you here if you want it.
Oh, thank you, sir. Goodbye, Mr. Hoover.
Phil has one more contact tomorrow, but he already has one definite offer to consider. An offer that may be the right job. Let's think a moment. Could you use Phil's method for finding the right job? How did he do it? First, use as many sources of leads as you can to find opportunities. Your school placement office, want ads, interviews, friends and relatives, employment agencies, trade and professional associations. Second, go about getting offers. Write careful letters with just enough detail. Make out applications to tell your story well. Be prepared for your interview. Go in and sell yourself. Then when you have an offer, consider it carefully before you decide. And consider what you want. What are your goals? Accept the job that best fits your future.